only way I knew was that New Seasons had their, um, is it called King's Cake? It's the only way I remembered it, at least. You have a bloody nose? Are you okay? Yeah, you're fine. You're okay. Your milk's behind me, Marley. Yeah, there's the kitten's inside your shoe, though, Danny, playing with your lace. Good morning. Hi, Amy. Hi, Magdalena. Thank you. How are the two of you checking in? Welcome home, Amy. Hi, Laura. Morning to you. Well, I'm checking in. Sort of sad. Snowflakes were supposed to start falling at 6 this morning, and so far, none. But they're predicting snow till 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So for that, I mean, it's like 13 flakes usually, but I hope I don't miss it. I think I said on one of the lives, my sister and her family were here last weekend. We went to the Light Festival, and we actually ended up on the wrong side of the really big thing. So the following day, we saw them taking installations down on the west side or downtown. And I think I sent you guys some pictures of that. Pamela's here. Good morning to you. Laura's saying I'm sad too that we won't get a snow day. Grateful for my hubby snowblower Bernie so I could get to work on time. Oh, yeah. Over here it's wishful thinking. And it's funny, people are that I work with most of the day are really pumped up about the Olympians. So I actually, on 5 televisions, get to see the snow falling all day long, which makes me excited too for it and for them. Amy's saying, checking in, missing sunshine. I'm so looking forward to you landing here next month. And can't wait to hear all about your trip. So I got a book last night from the library that I've been waiting for, and this is Emily Winfield Martin. So the book is called The Imaginaries, and she is an artist that she illustrates children's books. This is a children's book, and her partner is Colin Malloy, who's a musician. He's the lead for a band from Portland called the Decemberists. So this book, oh my gosh, like it's already on my to buy list. So I'm going to start with one, end with one here. The readings are short. The illustrations are amazing. And I just popped it open. So this is the drawing. And this is what it says next to it. The forest was especially enchanted. So if you want to get comfortable here, I'm going to see what I can do to just hold this steady. And we'll come into some grounding as you join us here. If you're watching us on our replay, we are our Mandala universes. And what we do every day for over 5 years now, almost 6, is come together for a half hour as a group, as a collective, in hopes that more of us join, more join around the world, more newcomers come our way. And we draw mandalas. And mandalas is the Sanskrit word for circle. And most of our group keep their mandala in a journal of some kind, but you can really have just a small scrap of paper. And here's some examples. Oop. I'm going for circles, but sometimes I waver. Trying to branch out in watercolor these last several months, but my true love is pencil. And possibly writing your check-in or your checkout, or things that are mentioned in our circle, I'll add to the pages. But always a circle and always the leader, at least in my book, and the date. Right. So again, get comfortable. Find your space. And I'm going to give you this little guy to ground to. This young woman and a bear. Who knows? He's not a little guy, a big guy, or she. And get comfortable wherever you are, whether you're walking or seated, lying down. And take a minute to gather, to begin to find the breath, our breath, and how it moves throughout the body. The lift of the crown, the drop of the shoulders, the grounding center of the spine as it travels down into the pelvis and the tailbone. Just take a moment to gather, to find your center, find the deepest, fullest breath. A breath that moves without a pause. Take the next moment to check in. To check in with your inner weather. The weather that we carry inside. See if you can't start to pinpoint where you're at today. And with the next several breaths, gently come to the page. Get up here on some comments, and I'll be sure and post that. Pamela's saying we have sunshine and really strong winds. Cold outside there. Well, California cold. And she's checking in a little overwhelmed. Well, hopefully, practice can breathe a little bit of space into that feeling. I've been there. It's actually there yesterday. But by the end of the day, like into the evening, I had been bumped and scraped on one side of my car and actually hit on the back bumper by another mom on the swim team, or whose child is swimming. Her young man is swimming on the team with Marley. So that was sort of the creme. I wasn't laughing, but hopefully today I am. Sim is saying hi, good morning. She's saying the same, overwhelmed here too. I'm glad you're here with us. It's interesting as we carry on in this group. The shift, the support, just the actual practice or habit stacking, at least for me, that if I can only come to the page for a half hour, even if it's words and an empty circle or just listening in, how I really don't know how I would do it without it. So grateful for the group, for my friend Amy, our friend Amy, who found the group and wrote so eloquently about it for so many months. And I kind of have to laugh about how long it took me to finally show up. I was showing up, I just was a ghost. It's interesting. It's also a web of support, of love and understanding and kindness. So many words that would fill the page and fill really an entire book. Small group today. 7 of us here, 8, I guess, with me. Make sure I didn't miss any comments. It was kind of a big day for me yesterday. My mom has now been gone for 12 years. I don't know why that feels like a big marker, but it did. So I didn't sleep the night before and struggled. Marley was just 5 when she died. And a lot of those 5 years, my mom was ill. But believe it or not, I see myself in her every day. All the things that I'm like, "Oh, this is my mom for sure." Zola Louise was her name. Is her name. Very creative. I think I've said this before, even recently, thinking about you, Amy, and your embroidery floss flying with your mom and all the places you went to see that creation of thread to fabric, needle and thread to fabric. My mom loved embroidery until she just couldn't do it anymore. So I don't have a whole lot that she's done. My sister has a little more than that. But she did a beautiful octopus. She designed an octopus for my sister. And I think Kathy was saying also did a lot of like pillowcases and the edges of sheets and stuff. But I have some of the other family members, older family members, that did those kind of things. So I know they were teaching my mom. Miss Sim saying, "Oh, the wind is so wild today." Yeah, I kind of love it when it's windy. If you can be somewhere cozy, it's so strong and clearing. We live fairly close to the Columbia River here, and the mouth of the river where it meets the sea is not too far, about 2 hours from my doorstep. And when the wind is blowing down the Columbia to the ocean or up the Columbia to the Columbia River Gorge, it is biting in the wintertime. And we get it here. Where I work is south of town. We don't feel it there. The wind is different there. But anyway, clear the cobwebs. Miss M saying, "Zola Louise, thanks for sharing her with us." Yeah. She went by Louise. She didn't want to go by Zola. My mother was named for a woman that was part of their family. And she got teased a lot about that first name, so she didn't use it. And if my husband could have gotten away with calling her Zola without her being upset, he would have. He loved it. Mm. Hi, Meta. Nice to see you. Pamela, sorry. Pamela saying, "What a beautiful name. My mother's name was Olita." Ooh, pretty. I've never heard that. And Kathy's here with us. Hi, Kathy. Morning to you, my friend. Oh no, why is it? I can't remember what day of the week it is. Okay. Maybe I can. Say the 20th. I'm right about that. And yeah, nice to see you too, Meta. Zola Zolita, what great names. Said she was teased for it. Yeah, me too. It was a painful name to have, but our second favorite name for my daughter was Zuzu, and Zuzu is a character in a Christmas movie here with Jimmy Stewart. Zuzu is the smallest child in that movie. We really love that one, and we've never heard it since. And Kathy's saying we got 10 inches of snow yesterday, and it's sunny and bright. Nice. Oh my gosh, nice. It's that blue-white, crispy snow. I love it. So many snowflakes. And Meta saying checking in embodied for acupuncture. Oh, good, nice. and Susanna's here. Hi, Susanna from Kenya. Sending greetings. We were just talking snow. Okay, no one's correcting me, so I'm going to go with, oh my gosh, of course I know what day it is. It's 18th. 18th. And Miss M saying, "Ah, sweet Zuzu's petals." Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, Wonderful Life, you should. It's a wonderful movie. I saw a lot of snow, Pamela says. Thank you, February 18th, Miss Sim. So if you're watching here in our replay, because I think almost everyone I see here knows this, and you want to share your mandala from today or even the last few days, just tag us at our mandala universes and the leader of the day. Sometimes leaders will post it in our stories where it stays for 24 hours and then it doesn't. Skyle's here. Hi, Skyle. Susanna is saying, I never have seen real snow, only in movies. Yeah, curious about one day if you do see it being there with you. The only thing I can probably think of in my own life that would be similar is I'm a very strong memory of the first time I saw the ocean. I was like 7 years old, and I was in Texas with my family and saw the Gulf and waded out in the Gulf for the first time. An aquarium at my feet, and nurse sharks. They have nurse sharks there. And I knew what those were, and I wasn't afraid of them. My sister was afraid of them. But we drove to Galveston and had to hop a ferry, and there were porpoise swimming alongside us. I remember that was really exciting. And we finally got my sister out in the water. And my grandfather, my dad's dad, was with us. And then I started singing the Jaws theme once I got my sister deep enough. She's not forgotten that either. And here we are at 8:24. And hi to you, Skyle from Miss Sam. Susanna is saying, hope to travel a bit more soon. Oh, good. My mandala words from Pamela are delicate beginnings. And it is using an emoji, I don't know, but saying that. Skyle saying it's magical snowfall. And Pamela saying, I wish for you, Susanna, to be able to see snow on one of your travels. Yeah. And Laura's saying, as much as I was hoping for more spring weather, the fresh snow was on the evergreens today. It was magical. Nice. And then she says, we will see it. See if it, I had to dig my car out after work. So our time has flown. And it's 8:25 here in the Pacific Northwest, in Portland. I made it this far. So I'll have to work on that after work. But I want to share another with you. And I have to say, this one definitely reminded me of our sweet friend Cheryl. And I'll share both of these. But it says they were shy in the day. And here she is with her bat. And this is from a book called The Luminaries, or The Imaginaries, and Little Scraps of Larger Stories by Emily Winfield Martin. And yeah, I thought it was poignant yesterday, being Chinese New Year. We saw this book on the shelf and just grabbed Marley's holds, my daughter's holds, off the shelf. And suddenly I just thought to myself, I wonder where my book is. And the librarian had found it before I had. It's lovely. Oh my gosh. I'm taking it to work with me today. Yeah, Laura might have to dig her car out from the snowfall. Miss Sims saying it's rained last night. Kyle saying to Laura, not sure. I miss those days, but it is hearty. And love your sweater, Deb. Thank you. We're saying I hear you, Kyle. And Kathy's asking about the book. It's called The Imaginaries, Little Scraps of Larger Stories. And you know what? You being loving that kind of art where it's pieces coming together in a story, you will love this book. And it's a must to have at your house and then for your grandkids too in each of their homes. Laura's saying a book of hers came into the shop and also some of her art prints. Are you kidding? I couldn't believe it. She says, oh, girl, we're going to talk later about that. Wow. Kathy's saying, I'll look for it. And here it is, 8:28 if you are checking out. Again, I have a kitten with me. Doesn't want to be with me. Too busy. Maybe, oh my gosh, don't snag my sweater. There we go. And then he gets to where he wants to stick his nose in the orchid pots. Busy. Just gonna look and see when this book was published. I can't remember. Yeah, it's a 2020 book. So Emily Winfield Martin. Oh yeah, hang on. What are you doing, kind sir? What are you doing back there? Please don't do that. It's called The Imaginaries, Little Scraps of Larger Stories. All right, sending you a whole minute worth of big hearts. That's right. All of the things. The hearts are flying. The white hearts are here with us. I think that must be a heart. Yeah, love to you. Great way to end. Bye, my friends. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next.